In That Sucks news, submitted by the Backstreet's Back.
All right.
A couple found out their new home was previously a meth lab after their baby tested positive for amphetamines.
Oh no.
Yep.
Amphetamines.
Anthropology?
No. Anthropology.
I don't think it was the house. I think the baby was doing drugs. Next article.
I think the mom.
Baby had a
The mom was
pager.
doing drugs and then
Look at the facts.
Her breast milk contained a lot of meth.
That's what I thought at first too.
She was doing a little meth on the side and didn't want to tell her husband.
Yeah.
It must be the house.
she had very full breaths. Oh, sorry.
Breaths.
My bad. I mixed meth with breasts. Okay.
She had
Alright.
meth breath.
Meth breath.
Meth breath. Yeah, so
Meth.
the couple, they got pregnant and they went to get some like routine tests done at the doctor's office, and that's when they found out that this baby tested positive for amphetamines.
Oh no.
And
so sad.
the neighbors had previously dropped hints to the couple that like
There was a weird house.
weirdos lived next door before. They would say things like, oh, we're so glad normal people actually live here now, and stuff like that. And then they also had mentioned that the police were there for a possible drug bust a couple months before they had bought.
Were they like, I don't know what it is about this house, but it makes me want to keep rearranging the furniture.
Yeah.
Eating crazy.
Sleep.
Yeah, I can't sleep in this motherfucker. What is going on?
Wait, I don't want to eat.
Music sounds so good.
I know.
Yeah, and so the wife, or the mom to be, was really concerned, and she wanted to have the house tested for drugs, and it turned out that yes, the house did test positive for meth.
Like everywhere, the wall.
Yeah, the walls, the floor,
Wow.
So the meth residue kept
did a
up.
That's what I was saying. You can like still get a high from that. Like
I heard it's toxic as fuck though, because I watched Breaking Bad and then they had to wear the suits and
Yeah,
all that,
yeah.
and they're like, it's dangerous.
Yeah, basically it's like, yeah, it's super dangerous if you're not wearing like a hazmat suit.
Remember in the fucking trailer in episode 1 where all the guys were inside and they had to like, he tricked them and then he fucking gassed them inside because he mixed the wrong properties on purpose?
I don't remember that.
I feel like meth labs are so 90s.
Yeah, they're so out of fashion.
I really do feel like I'm serious. Like, come.
So you don't think they make meth anymore?
We'll
Not
say that to Barstow.
Dude, do they make meth?
I feel like meth is the choice of like drug for like the
Mountain
desert white people.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know where they're making like meth now, but
In this lady's house.
Desert white people in Hawaii.
Yeah.
That's
So,
true.
After they like already like tested fully positive for this house, they moved out, but the insurance company denied their claim. So they have to basically cover all the costs of it, and it would cost over $100,000 for them to fully like renovate and like rebuild and eliminate all the drug.
They can't sue the previous owner?
No, I know. So this was supposed to be disclosed to them before they bought the house. They were supposed to show.
They're like, by the way, it was a meth lab.
Have to.
3 people died of an overdose here.
But they didn't.
That's fucked up. The agent fucked up then.
Well, it's not the agent, it's whoever saw, or I guess
It's all of them. It's all of the
The
people.
whole process,
Yeah,
the whole
the whole thing
escrow
is
process.
fucked.
when I think of like a meth lab, I think of like a dilapidated building and like it just looks like shit. And like I'm imagining them walking in like, honey, we could really fix this place up, but it's a fucking meth lab. Like, I feel like they were
fucking
trying-
blood stains like a fucking on the floor.
Yeah, was this like a beautiful house or did it
like a
like
fixer-upper?
kind of look like a meth?
Some people do see that, they're like, oh, this place has character.
Yeah.
They're like, no, it just looks
It's like a bunch of hipsters like trying to gentrify area, and it's all
Fucked up, and it's been fucked up like crazy, and they're like, you know, I see a lot of hope here.
And I think if anything, maybe they need to send a little message to the previous owners and be like, hey guys, you know, if you guys are cooking meth here, make sure you disclose to the next home buyers because this is a catastrophe.
Yeah.
My baby's on amphetamine.
By law, you have to do
Yeah, and it's specifically in Missouri where they bought this house, there's specific laws that require sellers to disclose if their property was used as a site for methamphetamine production.
So I guess it's pretty popular out there in Missouri, huh?
wow.
Damn, it's huge out there.
Because most states just require the home sellers to disclose material defects in the property, but Missouri is specifically like, you gotta tell them if meth was made here, and they still didn't.
Yeah, in California, they
you
don't.
gotta snitch on yourself, all right? You gotta tell us.
To be fair though, if I, as an adult woman with my husband and I knew we're a baby, like we're in Missouri, we're looking for a house, find a house, great house, and they tell me that somebody made meth there, I'd be like, it's a great price, great value. I'd probably still take the house.
I would have a meth meter.
But now you have a choice.
And yeah, and it's this.
You gotta go in like a ghost meter, right? And you're like, I don't know if this will fuck me up too hard.
Well, knowing that that's a law, you would think that you were protected from that. Like that you would think that.
Yeah, you didn't have to test.
I wonder if there's like you know, like when you fumigate your house, if there's like a demethifier. Like you could fucking put the tent on and
Put a little
like,
grenade and just.
Isn't that what Febreze is for?
I know. You just spray Febreze.
That's what they did too, try to clean it up.
Hey man, you should have fucking told me that this place was all methed out. I would have Febreze this motherfucker, but you didn't tell me.
Yeah, in the commercials, you see the bubble attached to the floor
and it goes in.
and it goes up,
Very
and then
scientific.
and then
Or
it
the
bursts.
commercial where they're blindfolded, they're like, where are you at right now? I feel like I'm in a meth room. Like, you know, or they're like, it smells like this. Well, you're actually in a meth house.
But you use Febreze.
It's like, is that fresh laundry? Nah, it's meth.
Oh, what?
But if it's a law, who's in violation of the law? Like who's in
I
trouble?
don't know because
seller.
the insurance denied the claim though.
The seller's at fault. Yeah, I don't see why the insurance would need to cover it. That doesn't make
It
sense.
doesn't say why.
Yeah,
it
the
just.
insurance-
It's all kinds of fucked.
Yeah, the insurance not covering it makes sense to me, but it's the seller, whoever that, like their agent, the seller, who, or maybe even the state if they owned it, like they're the ones that should be getting sued.
That's fucked up. Especially if, is there like consequences to the baby?
Oh yeah, so the baby is okay. The baby is yeah.
Thank God, just a little high.
Yeah, despite testing positive for meth, she is right on track, growing healthy, and her scans all look good at this time. But the mom had to lose her job because she was so stressed out and she was training for a new job, and so they don't have like as much income.
It didn't help her study.
Now
for
they have to start a meth lab.
Right?
It's funny, they had to start a meth lab now.
It might not
Like
be
if
that
we
bad.
can't beat them, join them.
Yeah.
Meth is a funny drug.
Is it?
The sadder the drug, the funnier it is to me.
The sadder?
Yeah.
What? How so?
It comes with a lot of funny behaviors, I think.
Cause like my best friend and boyfriend in high school both got addicted to it and I never saw them again.
That's hilarious to Joe.
First she stole all my shit.
Is that funny?
And then they both got taken away separately at separate times. They got taken away by the same like rehab camp that takes you away in the middle of the night and takes you to this like wilderness rehab place.
Oh, it's like the movies, like two dudes in like white scrubs come and just.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that happened to her first. She was like the only friend I had.
Yeah.
And then she got taken away. And then like a couple months later, my boyfriend got addicted to meth.
Nikki, it sounds like you're the problem here, dude.
Dude, I was the only one that.
You're the common denominator.
I was the positive influence, Nikki.
What is it that you're doing that is stressing them out that they need to go out and get some meth? They're like, I can't stand this bitch, Nikki. She's fucking crazy. I need to get some meth.
Weed ain't gonna help it.
Dude, I have a serious question. And actually, you know, I'm gonna throw in people in the comments too. And please riddle me this. I feel like when I was growing up, I hung out with some really shitty people. I've never been offered meth or heroin.
They didn't like you very much.
Dude, have you guys been offered meth or heroin?
I've smoked meth, girl.
They probably thought that you were gonna be a bad trip, and they didn't want you to be a part of the party.
Oh
I've been offered everything.
Really?
I never saw heroin.
I've never met anybody that who.
Well, they didn't offer it
Yeah.
to me because I was like the goody two shoes positive influence, but they knew I would say no. But if I ever was like, hey, actually, now I'm curious, they would hook it up immediately.
I think they hated when I came around because they're like, don't fucking give any to Joe. He's gonna take all of it.
Dude,
That's why everyone's always hiding their drugs around me.
no one has ever offered me meth or heroin.
You had horrible friends then.
They were like real shitty too.
Are you FOMOing?
I mean,
That's why they were shitties, because they weren't offering it to you. They probably just did it to them for themselves.
I think Bart's right because one time somebody made me smoke.
You guys are all complimenting her. She's like, no.
Yard and like with my hands to the sky, and I was like, no, and that's when
In
I.
high school, we did all kinds of drugs. Like, you kind of know, like, okay, with this drug, I gotta do it with this person, with this person.
True.
And then, like, the one person that you know that always cries on weed, you're like,
Yeah, you don't want to let you. Don't,
oh no, we're not
want the
smoking weed today.
crier.
We're not
You don't want
smoking weed
the
today.
crier.
Or this person always does this on ecstasy.
vomiter.
Or always does this when he drinks alcohol. You're like,
They can't
no,
help
we gotta
that
control this group.
Yeah.
I had a friend who you never wanted to get them drunk because they would literally have fist fights with their friends.
Oh yeah, there's those guys.
Oh my
Damn,
god, I've
yeah,
known
that's
some really
annoying.
aggressive drunks.
Yeah.
I just get really lovey when I get drunk.
Same. I'm with you.
That's the kind of people you want to be around.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
silly.
You guys are the drunk people.
Yeah, we'd be like, oh, I could drink with Gio.
Yeah, I could drink with Nikki for sure.
My friend, I don't think she shared her meth with anybody. She would drug dealers, and then so she was going through a breakup, and one of the things her boyfriend would say was that she was gaining weight all the time, and she was tiny too. But but she got so in her head about it, and she thought if I could lose some weight, he's gonna want me back. So then she.
Why not Coke like all the other supermodels?
It's more expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, and so she was like, I tried meth one time in junior high. I could probably do it again. And I lost weight. I could probably do it again. So then she's like, she started doing it. I was like, hey, you should watch that because like it's really addictive and I've been reading all about it. And she's like, don't worry, I've done it before. I'm just gonna lose some weight and then I'm gonna be off it. I'm not gonna get addicted. She got hella addicted to it. And she would like just ask to borrow things and then I would never see those things again.
That's a methy behavior.
That's a methy behavior.
And so was this.
From her? Yeah.
She would always like squeak.
Yeah.
She would like, and she'd be like, I was like, are you on drugs right now? She's like, no, no, I'm sober. Like, just need to borrow your hair.
Oh, that's a good impression.
Kind of makes me nervous.
It's like the short-circuiting.
She would make noises.
Have you
My
heard,
boyfriend
how's the
did
last time you heard from her?
she got taken away and then she came back a couple years later. She's like, I'm completely clean. I miss you, all this stuff.
Still squealing
She
though?
hooked up with a drug dealer immediately, stole my $200 sunglasses that I had just gotten as a gift. And yeah, and then I never saw her again.
Damn.
You know,
when I was
I
18.
think there is a God that exists because I never got addicted to the hardest drugs.
Dude, same. That's what I said.
Jesus,
Dude.
Buddha,
Probably you're like
everybody.
born with an addictive personality or not. Like you.
I am addicted
Yeah,
to a
me
lot of
too.
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for some reason, I tried them all, but I didn't get hooked the way some of my friends
Well,
did.
I will say this. I learned the other day that addiction is actually the inability to self-regulate for anticipation of reward. So it's not...
it's more discipline.
Yeah, and so if you have... Even if you have an addictive personality, if you have a very strong will, you can actually kind of circumvent that, but it might appear in other behaviors. Like sometimes you might be so excited to tell some news because
You might interrupt tiffs all the time because you need to say things.
Because I'll tell you this, you know what got me off drugs?
What?
Making money. That was addicting as fuck.
Yeah, and you replace it with a better addiction, y'all.
Like interrupting Tiff.
Oh, you did hear.